Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. I was trying to connect my Bluetooth earpods, and for some reason it wasn't connecting. So we are back to old school. Hopefully it's not too bad of an echo. I did have to turn my fan off in here because it would have given too much of a static noise. So hopefully we can get through this and you guys can hear me okay. I have no idea what is wrong, but sometimes when I charge them, when I take it off the charge, it disconnects and wouldn't connect again. So I might need to reboot everything, but it wasn't going to happen right at that moment. So good evening and welcome. Hopefully you guys had a great day. I did spend the majority of my day in the craft room. Didn't get as much as accomplished as I wanted to, but then again, I got a lot accomplished. So it kind of just depends on how you look at it. And my daughter's baby shower is on Saturday, so I made macaroni salad, and that takes about 2 hours to make. So I got that done. So I think it was a good day. So hopefully you guys are having one. Good evening, Heather. Thank you. Yes, I just got it chopped again. I know Bo's like, how short are you going to go? And I was like, maybe when we first met that short, it was literally like this high all the way around. I won't go that short. This is probably the shortest I'm going to do, but thank you. It is definitely fun to get your hair done. Okay, let's point you over and I will show you what we are going to be working with today. I want to make sure we are live and we should be. Hopefully there's no glitches. There we go. Everything looks good. So in my post that I did earlier, I said we're going to be working with 2 celebration items. So this is the first one, Heartfelt Hellos. I know I've used it a couple times, but I thought since Easter is not quite right around the corner, but we're almost a month away, maybe a little bit more than a month. So I thought I would use this Thinking of You this Easter. And also, the Love You More will fit in the dies that I use. And I brought in the perennial postage dies. And the 3 that I used the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th. So these 3 are the ones that I used to create the card we're going to be playing with. I've already done all the die cutting for you. So there's that. And let me show you the paper. Good evening, Mary and Valerie. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I don't have my ear pods in. It wasn't connecting. So I just figured let's go live versus sit and messing with it. So here is the designer series paper. This right now is probably... I cannot believe Stampin' Up! Put this on with a $50 order. You get 48 sheets of paper, of designer series paper. So you get 4 sheets of each of these designs. And they are absolutely gorgeous. So you can tell I've used this a lot. I actually just ordered 2 more packs because it is so pretty. It is so springy. And it is literally, I don't think springy is a word, but that's okay. We're going to use it today. It's just so fun and different, and yeah, so that is why I went ahead and ordered a couple more. I got them free with Celebration. So that's the designer series paper. This is all I have left in this pack, but I have 2 more that actually I think just arrived right as we were making dinner. I haven't had a chance to open the box yet. I also brought in from the annual catalog, this is a 3-pack of ribbon. It comes with the Azure Afternoon, Bubble Bath, and Lemon Lolly. I believe those are the 3 color. This is a little trio pack. I brought in that ribbon. So let me bring in the card. So it's definitely a different fold. It's a fun fold, but it's a super easy fun fold. So I know I've used this paper with our garden green in the past and the Bubble Bath. So these colors go really well together. I tried to use the Cajun Craze. That's another color that's in the designer series paper, but it didn't scream spring to me. So that's why I went ahead and used the garden green. So this is what we're going to create tonight. Let me bring in all of the goodies. So your card base layer, it is just one piece. It's not folded. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So usually we do 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 and score it at 4 1/4. This is just cut in half. So it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. We have another layer. This is 6 1/4 by 5 1/4. And I scored it at 4 inches. So that's going to leave us a 2 1/4 inch gap on one side. We have a piece of our basic white, 3 3/4 by 5. And then our designer series paper is 2 by 5. Is it 5 or 5 1/4? I literally just lost. It's 5. It's 2 by 5. That's what it is. And then we have our 3 layering pieces for our sentiments. So it is a super quick and easy card to put together, and it's fun. It's different. So I'm going to take the bubble bath and I'm going to fold in on the score line that I made. So again, this is a little bit different than our normal card bases. So this is 6 1/4 by 5 1/4, and I scored it at 4. So that's going to give you a 2 1/4 inch piece right here. Good evening, Linda. Welcome. So now we're going to flip this over and attach it to our garden green. Well, there is a booger on the end of it. Hopefully I don't need to stab it. And looks like I need to stab it, but it's okay because I have my little doodads up top. Sometimes if I leave my glue open, sometimes that happens. It dries out and then gets a gunk in the front of it. And we might have to switch. I know there's glue in here, but I don't want to have to keep messing with it. It's got a big old glob in there. So, oh yeah, do you see that? There we go. Let me throw that in the trash so it doesn't end up on the floor and then create a hotter mess. There we go. So I'm going to take this and glue it down to our card base, just centering it. There we go. Now I'm going to take my designer series paper, add some adhesive. This is going to get glued right on the edge, right on your edge flap. And then our basic white piece can go on the inside so you can write your sentiments. And all we have to do is stamp and put our sentiment together. That's how easy this card is to put together. Isn't it fun and different? Okay, so I have my 3 pieces. I am going to go ahead and glue the garden green to the bubble bath. And I'll go ahead and stamp. So you can do Love You More. Let's do a Love You More. We'll do a couple of each. I'm going to take this one off. Let's grab my ink. Hello, Teresa. Good evening. I'm going to ink up Love You More and stamp. Hopefully it is even and straight. Oh man, look what I did. I did not get enough pressure. We're just going to flip it over. There's always 2 sides to a piece. There we go. That's a wee bit better. And if it was a photopolymer, I would have stamped over it, but I knew I was going to make a hot mess. So there's that. So while that sits and dries for a second, I'm going to bring in my dimensionals. So when you're working with a card that you don't want to glue shut, because if we put dimensionals on this entire thing, we're going to glue our card shut. So what we want to do is you want to take a dimensional and you want to put it in the center right on the edge. That is going to give you the securityness so it's not going to fall in the middle, and that you're not going to glue your card shut. So now that we have that, we're going to flip this over, and you only want to put 2 dimensionals on this side. So I'm going to flip it over, Put 2 dimensionals on the left-hand side. And now when I go to glue this down, I don't have to worry about where my dimensionals are and if it's going to glue my card shut. There you go. You have a perfect card every single time. So easy, right? Okay, let's do another love and one more Easter. I prepped 3, so we just have 2 more to put together. So now I have 2 Easter cards and Love You More. So many people I could send this Love You More card to. And it's very easy to do. Very simple to put together. There's the last piece. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets that we're gluing together. Maybe 5 with the inserts. And you could make a ton of these with 48 sheets of paper because we're only using 2-inch layers. I don't know if I want to do the math. That's a lot of cards. A ton of cards. So there's that. Bring in our sentiments. Let's see if I can stamp this a little bit better. It only happens when you're on a Facebook Live. Never fails. Oh, you know what I did forget to do? Let me bring that back in. I forgot to put my bow on the corner. Silly me. Good evening, Jean. Welcome. So I'm going to put my bow right there in the corner. That's what I forgot. Let's try not to forget on the other ones. Okay, let's ink up our Love You More. We're going to put this right in the center and give nice even pressure. There we go. Definitely better than my first go arounds. Just put a smidgen of glue. There's that. Grab your dimensionals. And you don't have to do this, but I like to do it just so I don't glue my card shut. How many of us have done that? I can't see if you're raising your hand, but I can assure you all of us are. There we go. Grab our already tied bow. I'm getting better at tying bows with my little hand things on. Okay, last one, and we will do this one Easter, and then I will let everybody get back to their evening. I have to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning because I have to be at work at 4. So after the live, I will probably be taking a shower and heading to bed because that alarm clock is going to go off way too soon. There we go. So hopefully you guys can make one of these cards. Even if you don't have this designer series paper, any of our paper is going to be absolutely gorgeous. And it's a fun, cute fold. And let me show you, you really could, maybe I'll do this one the opposite way. Just show you that you don't have to do it like this. Let's do this one like that. So I'm going to ink up Thinking of You this Easter. And this one fits pretty tight, so hopefully I can get it. Yeah, that's not too tragic. So let's glue this down. I'm still going to put a dimensional in the center, even though we are going to do this the opposite direction. So one in the center, and then I'm going to put them up top versus on the side. And since it's a smidgen wider, I'm going to put 3. It probably didn't need it, but that's okay. We're still going to do it. And I might pull it down a little bit more so you can see more of the designer series paper. So this is very similar to one of the cards that we did in Saturday's card class. There's that. And put our bow. Make sure all that's together, and there you go. So depending on which way your designer series paper goes, if you have directional specific paper, make sure you are cutting it correctly depending on which way you want to do this. So you can have it going horizontal or vertical. So there's those two. And then there are these two. So they're so fun, so cute, and something a little bit different. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It is definitely a quick live this evening. Thank you so much for joining me. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out. Both of those sets are free in the celebration. So the stamp set with a $50 order, it is free, and the designer series paper that is 48 sheets is free with a $50 order as well. So if you need anything, please feel free to reach out. I will be out of the craft room until Tuesday. I have work tomorrow and then the baby shower on Saturday, work Sunday, have Lucas Monday, but I will have my phone. So definitely send me a message if you need any help. And if I don't respond right away, just know I will get back to you. Have a great evening, friends, and we will see you again on Tuesday for another live. Bye-bye.